Good morning everyone, and welcome to Monday morning's live stroll with myself and Azra. It is currently 13 degrees, very mild, and well, quite pleasant to be walking actually. Gone are the hat, the gilet, and the absolutely freezing temperatures that we had yesterday. It's not good the way the weather keeps bouncing up and down, especially from the point of view of our tortoises. As I said before, with their going away this weekend, I did the shed as I wanted to yesterday, got it all prepared for them. And you know, you then keep having yo-yo mornings like this. It's just not very, very good at all. But obviously it needs to happen at the weekend for the reasons I've explained. So come what may, we've got to get them down for hibernation for the winter. So yeah, fingers crossed we have a couple of cold mornings, just so we can set them down. They're not interested in even being out at the minute, and they went out yesterday and they're not even coming out of their houses now. They've just had enough, I think. They've slowed right down. So it's a clear sign that they're ready, but it's just if you have like another warm spat, it doesn't help keep them sort of settled for the winter. Anyway, we'll see. So what's the plan for everyone today? What's happening? Is it a normal work day, leisure day, nothing day? Are you on holiday? All the normal questions we like to ask at this ungodly hour of 5 o'clock in the morning. I think we're going to do the wooded walk this morning, rather than going up and around. I think we're going to try and do the wooded walk. So that is the walk that we've all been used to doing over the last few months. Azra is here, but she's just labouring behind again today. Here she is. Again, we had a really good weekend for the channel. Lots and lots of subscribers again this weekend, which is just brilliant. You know, thank everyone for your help and efforts. So if you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. The help and support that you give. It was pretty much as planned this weekend from our point of view. Yesterday, I think I told you about James's little football match. If you weren't with us, I'll give you just a quick summary. He had a cup game on Saturday, and it's basically at the end of the 80 minutes, straight to penalties, which unfortunately after the 80 minutes, with the other team scoring literally in the last minute to make it 3-3, went to penalties with us coming out the victors 5-4 after sudden death penalties. So it was quite exciting. Maybe not at the time, but it was quite exciting nonetheless. To be, to have gone through it, and was actually fortunate enough to have recalled the whole game in the penalty shootout. So I've got that for a keepsake for James. James was one of the penalty takers, one of the scoring penalty takers, and there is rain in the air this morning, guys. I saw it when we left the house and I thought, it might have just been flies or whatever, but it's definitely rain in the air. So I might get wet because I haven't got my rain jacket on. That's something I didn't put on because this was absolutely not forecast, and I just didn't want another layer on, to be honest. Anyway, it is what it is. We will cope. And then to yesterday, We didn't go for breakfast yesterday because we had breakfast on Saturday at the cafe. So Julie did a nice little sausage sandwich bacon sandwich. After I'd come back from a 2.5 mile walk with her. If you're interested in that live stream, we did a walk right round the village. It was quite an extensive walk back. We were out for a good hour. It was just under 3 miles, the stroll. And I was pretty puffed when I got back. Anyway, so we had a sandwich. And then I took James to play golf. He really has improved his golf. He really has. You know, his approach game is getting better. His putting, he really needs to work on. It's just a shame the evenings to get drawn in now, because I can get home from work and then sort of take him up to the putting range for half an hour, and he could just work on his putting and yardages and stuff like that. But anyway, that's what comes. Hi to Mystery Star. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe to anyone that is watching that hasn't. Where are you watching from, Mystery? So again, if you've been with me before, you'll know this walk. I was saying this yesterday on the Sunday live stroll. It's a matter of perspective at the moment with the darker mornings, that you just can't get a true perspective, because obviously you can't see a lot of what's around you. It was so nice being out yesterday in the natural daylight without having to worry about sort of creating the light and all that sort of stuff. But as I say, I enjoy doing these live strolls, and as such, I want to keep doing them. And I've created this artificial light, with a light on her collar, a light on my hat, and then I've got a couple of lights as well. And I've got a torch should I need it. It's not so bad around here with the street lights. It's when we go into the fields, which we will be in a minute or two, and then you'll see the difference if you haven't been with me before. If you were with me on Friday, I think it was Friday or Saturday, might even been Saturday, Azra actually slipped her lead over there, and I was quite worried because her recall, because she's a rescue dog and didn't get a lot of training to start with, isn't brilliant, but she listened to every word I said to her, and obviously she's still in now, so clearly I've got her back, which was fantastic, because it could have been horrendous over there in the pitch black, and the whole collar came off light as well, so I wouldn't have been able to see where she went. Anyway, as I was saying yesterday, you can't live your life with what ifs all the time. There's a lot of things you can control. There's more you can't control. So head it off as it happens rather than worry about what could happen. That's what I say. And I'm the world's worst worrier. Okay. So we're now heading over to the fields. Now, a little bit between ourselves, I will give it about 30 seconds or less before Azra needs to go to the loo, because this is her loo station just as we come onto this field. We'll see. The clock is starting now on 9 minutes and 42 seconds. And here we go. No, she's decided not to. She's having a sniff. I think that's more interesting. Come on then. Come on then. I fear she will go in a moment, right in the middle of the football pitch probably. I can see she wants to. I think she just knows that she's, there she goes. Just over 30 seconds. Was that just a wee, Azra? It was just a wee, okay. Can't see in the dark, come on. There we go, she's back. Now she's gonna go. Good girl. Right guys, I'm just gonna flick back to myself. I am still here, just got to sort her out, so just bear with me. Wait, Azra, sit. Sit. Good girl. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Where's everyone watching from this morning? Do make sure you are liking and subscribing. If you haven't already, hit the old bell as well. You'll know when we are live. As I said already, we do this most mornings, and we've got a Disneyland holiday coming up in less than 2 weeks now. So cannot wait for that. And I'll be doing a vlog series, but as I've already said, I'm not going to be actually doing the editing whilst we're there. I think our days are going to be full on from the time we get up to the time we go to bed, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will do, hi to Oren, what am I doing? This is our normal morning walk, stroll with the dog. We are doing a big circle of the village. Usually this particular walk is about 40 to 45 minutes. And yeah, it sort of takes us from the residential areas through the fields and then back to the residential. And there is rain in the air this morning. It's not too bad, it's just sort of spit really, but I can definitely see it, and she can definitely see rabbits. I mean, this rabbit is just a lunatic. It's just... Azra, just leave it. Your light is confusing it. Come on, come on. Yeah, so we do this most mornings. Well, we do it every morning. And I did have a sort of a bit of deliberation a few weeks back as to whether to carry on doing this every day. But people still seem to enjoy it. People still seem to interact, even though we are struggling massively during the week with the light. I think people can appreciate making the best of a bad situation with the artificial light that we create. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Come on, Azra. Just me out today, obviously with Azra. Sometimes the lovely Julia comes as well. But yeah, just me this morning. Come on, Azra. Good girl. It's exactly here where she slipped her lead, either Friday or Saturday. And I'm not going to fib, guys, I did have a big panic. And this drizzle now is beginning to get heavier. It's probably not coming out on the phone camera, but on my torch cam I can clearly see it now, whereas it was just a few spits when we left. This is the sort of drizzle And then before you laugh at me, guys, any rain gets you wet, but this is a sort of drizzle that if it carries on for the rest of the stroll, I'll be soaked when I get back. Okay, let's get rid of her stuff. Come on, Azra. Yeah, I've just felt my hoodie and it's beginning to get a little bit damp now. We're gonna get a bit of shelter. Come on, Azra. Coming through the canopy here. Come on, Azra. Lead on. Good girl. So yeah, we're heading now through the wooded area, which then brings us back to the residential sort of area, and sort of where Julia's allotment is, and obviously where Azra's horty friends are as well. Unfortunately, Julia has now confirmed that she has given up the allotment, which I know she was a bit upset about, but just with working full time, she just doesn't get enough time to give the allotment the attention that it needs and deserves, and as such she's decided to give it up. She will miss it, I think, but I do think it is the right decision, and it was a decision that was sprung upon me probably about a month ago. I was so shocked when Julie said it. I mean, I don't, apart from going up there and cutting the grass, I don't do anything up there really. I go up there and fly my drone sometimes, but it's quite peaceful. But apart from that, there's not a lot doing really for me. It's just another thing in life that this aggravation from my point of view. So Julia knew my stance on it, but she did all the work, and so if it's something that she enjoyed doing, she could do it. But anyway, she's decided she's going to give it up, and yeah, she has to. She's got everything now. She went up there yesterday with James on the way back from fishing, and got all her stuff. Just going back to yesterday, took James to play golf, and I kid you not, his distance. He's using my clubs now, and I use TaylorMade, so they're not rubbish clubs. And his distance with these clubs was perfect, you know. And yes, he had a little bit of a wobble towards the end of the round. But he reminds me a lot of me when I started. He has a bad hole, and he seems to let that then go into the next hole, and the next hole after that. And I've tried to explain to him with golf, you've got to treat each hole like an individual event. And if you have a bad hole, just try and wipe the slate clean as best you can and start the next hole. Now, I know it's easy to say, but it's the only way. Sort of sometimes when I have a bad hole, I then walk to the next tee, sort of have a bit of a deep breath, and then you sort of carry on, because otherwise it just ruins your whole round. So, you know, I was talking to him about that in the car yesterday on the way home. Anyway, and then he went fishing, caught some fish with his friend. So, like, obviously they all put them back in. All the fish go back in. They don't bring them home or anything like that. So from that point of view, No, none of the fish get hurt or anything like that. He was up there for 3 hours. And I said to him, as long as your homework's done, you go and enjoy yourself. Julia did stay up there yesterday with him because it was the first time another boy went, and his parents sort of said, as long as there's adult supervision, he doesn't mind him being up there. But I'm hoping if that happens again, and he's insistent on that, that he's the one that stays up there for 3 hours rather than Julia all the time. Anyway, we will see. So we're coming to the end of the clearing now, and this will then bring us back, as I say, to the road that takes us back down to the high street. As I say, it comes out by the allotments actually. To my left here you can hear we've got the A10, and this is the A10 that runs basically all the way up to King's Lynn in Norfolk into London. Obviously not too busy at this time of the morning. A few cars going past as we were walking through there. Gets a lot busier. We did actually cross it yesterday. Excuse me. Obviously it was daylight. Because we were out that bit, well, we were out quite a bit late. I think we came out about 7 o'clock yesterday. Just as the sun was coming up, really. Didn't need any artificial light. It was just me. Thank you for the like. Do appreciate that. So this whole bush line here that I'm trying to sort of show you with the light I've got is the outskirts of the allotment. As I say, there'll be no need for us to come up here anymore. As in car-wise, allotment-wise. Obviously we'll still be doing our live strolls. We won't always do this particular one that we've done this morning. We sort of do alternate it during the week. And at the weekends especially, we try and alternate it to show you a little bit more. Come on, Azra. You need to lead on because we need your light, because I think my light's beginning to fade now. Good girl. And thankfully, this rain isn't coming to anything more than what it has been all the way around. Whether when we come out into a little bit more of a lit area, I mean, you can see the road is, maybe you can't, I don't know. The road is now getting wet. You can smell the rain in the air. So this was not forecast. They forecast for the temperatures that we've got and misty. This isn't mist, this is actual drizzle. Because I had that forecast, so I put my rain jacket on. So the next thing we'll get to is Azra's horsey friends, but we won't see them unfortunately, not unless they're absolutely close to this fence, because it's just so dark. We just don't see them. No, I can't see them at all. They were still in there yesterday because we saw all 3 of them yesterday. If you were interested in that live stroll, you can watch it back. Azra actually met sheep yesterday for the first time as well, which she was most engrossed with. So that was quite interesting. Okay, so I think we're going to give this another few minutes and then we're going to wrap this live stream up. It's been lovely having your company this morning. Helps to shorten the walk, having a bit of interaction as well. Well, it certainly helps to make it go quicker, that's for sure. It doesn't shorten the walk is still the same. It's just the interaction helps. So, right guys, I think we're going to call it a day because we've only got a few viewers now, so let's have a good Monday and we will reconvene tomorrow. Have a good day guys.